Ciao, nice people! Welcome to the stream. We are back on another stream of Critipedia. And hello, Drake. Welcome to the stream. Hello. How it's going? I see. We got a Y for Russian roulette. I see. I see. We can go right away then. Let me set it up. Okay. Let's see our random waifu, huh? It's Lazy T again! And Alchemy. I don't think this Alchemy is going to last. You know what I mean, right? We can have a bonus one since it's Lazy T. And it's Kurizu! Oh yeah! I don't know why Kurizu is hold. I'm not. I believe this pose is a little suspicious. I don't know, yo. This pose looks very suspicious to me, but it's still Kurizu. It's still Kurizu. Also, I can definitely see the face is more smoother on the cheeks. It's more like lollified Kurizu, huh? I believe. Okay. Is she in bed? That's what the impression. That's the impression it's trying to give. So that's why it looked a little suspicious to me. The game for today is Deus Ex Machina from Drake. Not Ex Machina, it's Ex Machina. Though I would give a suggestion right away, don't put two entries with the same name. If someone has to download, they have to go there and look at the upload late. I would put versions here. Version 1.0, version 1.1, and put it on the top, so it's easy to find. Also, there are plugins for multiple languages in the game. So you don't have every time to deploy a new version every time you make a bug fix. For example, wait, I have it right here. For example, having Hyperbubble. We have the option of the languages here. Instead of uploading multiple versions of the game. Which at the end I started to use every time because it's just very convenient. Though not many people play in Italian, so I might even drop the language for some games. Like Invalidate Your Aid. I don't know about the Italian version for now. Maybe later though. It's a thing I will have to think about. So, here's the game. Deus Ex Machina. Let me fix the screen. Oh, okay. And I hope the audio is fine. Could definitely be lower. Okay. Here. And never mind. Too low. No, the music is over. Okay, it's in loop. Huh, I would have made it loop, I don't know. Though it depends, I suppose. Honestly, I don't know. Here it is, Deus Ex Machina. I like the visual style of the game. It's a little though inconsistent, I feel like. Because the things here are the cliffs and the sea. Though those are lines drawn on with hand, while this machine or whatever this is more has more 3D geometrical features. So it's a weird contrast between the free lines and the geometrical shapes. Also, I don't know if it's intended, but this wheel is further compared to the other one, which is behind. For the options, we have a gamepad, but I'm not using it. For now, I will go like this. You have a file? Okay. I suppose it's from testing. Okay. Then I suppose we can go. Give me a sec, I forgot to launch the stream on the other platform. And now we are on. Oh yes, it's a game jam game. Oh really? I didn't notice. Wait, it's a game made for. Ah, it's not in the list here on the side. Weird. Maybe it's from outside. Oh yes, by a team of 2 people for the RPG Maker French Community Contest. Ah. Okay, so you didn't do it alone, or you did it working twice as hard. Okay, can I ask what the team was? Because I'm like the theme of the jam, like what the jam was about. We start. I recognize this music, huh? Earth, year 2036 of the global calendar. Fossil resources have been depleted. Humanity rushed to find new ways to produce sustainability. However, it was already too late. Just a few centuries of industrialization and the growing consumption of the world population were enough to deplete natural resources to the point of sparkling conflicts, a struggle for survival. The ship looks like a fin for a moment of a dolphin. Kinda, I don't know. A robotic dolphin, maybe. Next step was space conquest. However, many expeditions ventures in the star. None returned from beyond the solar system. That's why the government launched an attack. The government of what? One of the governments, I suppose. I don't believe that Earth unionized, right? Because there were some conflicts, and I suppose it's not between nations. At least that's the impression I got. Launch an attack on the artificial island of New Eden, located in Pacific Ocean at Point Nemo, to seize the Eclipse technology and give birth to the Wormhole project. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The government of what? Because if they're attacking an island, then it's from a different government, right? Allowing interstellar travel in an instant through localized energy portals, a form of teleportation, though highly energy consuming, to bring back a myriad of resources from habitable planets. For several decades, this brought peace, providing jobs, wealth, new places to live, and stability, comparable to humanity's various golden ages. With a dropping of soldiers. However, it did not take long for new conflicts to emerge. Ownership disputes, illegal trafficking, drug cultivation. The freedom of the pioneers was diminished by those policies, benefiting only the wealthy and the major corporations. A war broke out, putting landowners against settlers, the rich against the poor, which resulted in the annihilation of the pioneers and the complete ban of traveling to the 3 colonized planets. A decision made by a president midway through his term. Well, like, if you are like a poor guy, you can't even afford a way to travel there, right? To gain support in the electoral race. I don't know if it's a good idea to go against the poor, because the poor people vote, right? Years later, the abundance achieved by previous generation faded away, and the Wormhole project, government property, reopened. However, the 3 planets had been colonized by something else. Misshapen and grotesque creatures of unknown origins. I don't get it. Like, they closed the access to the wormhole travel, but the story talks about the people on command that want well, that they want to stay in command, right? And since the Earth is in this issue, in this problem, why they didn't just block the access to the poor people and have unlimited access only for themselves? Because I don't see doesn't make sense that the powerful people forbid themselves to access the planet. What's the point? Why do they forbid themselves from accessing? It's a planet of free resources, right? So that would only help their voting if they brought more resources, right? I don't see the point in them closing it for themselves. Hi, Blade Knighter. Ah, you're the second one of the duo of developers. That's cool. The guy that did graphism for the characters, monsters, and some backgrounds. Ah, okay. So I suppose we still have to see them though. Okay, hi, nice to see you there. That's why only certain individuals approved by the government are sent there. Middle-class workers. They throw in maids. Fools. Don't. You recognize yourself in the description. That's normal, because you are the lucky one chosen to improve the popularity of elected officials through an unpaid internship of indefinite duration. Prove yourself useful and you might earn a fixed-term contract. But I don't want to work there. 3x1 on 69. I want fix to make. On 67. Something happened. There was a quick movement of the graphics. I would suggest like delaying the fade out by half a second even to let the graphics fix correctly. I don't know. Hi, sweetheart. I'll be your liaison officer through the entire mission. You signed up to pay your student debt, right? You go to Spain to pay your student debt! It's getting worse. Work hard and you might just manage to clear it. They don't even pay enough! I'm sending you the list of things to do. Killing monsters earn money. Use the scanner to dig objects. Batteries increase battery capacity. Destroy dull machines. Okay, suppose there are machines that are old. Okay, that was a quick... Wait, my HP are decreasing! I cannot even stay still. Ah, that's a healing. Okay. So we can sell. That's kinda awkward. That the cursor defaults on the bottom. Which is kinda weird. And we are... Oh, we've already from Steel Soldier! Hello! Welcome! The shutout is working! Whoa! And we have explosions. Could it be even better? No. It's already here. Hello! Welcome! How it's going? We are playing Deus Ex Machina. A game from a game jam. And for now, I'm starting to understand how it works. Also, there's a time limit, but hopefully I can just restore health here. Okay, nice. So the time limit is only when I go away. I would have suggested maybe to have a safe zone. Okay, listen. Because having the player always be on their toes is a mechanic which makes sense, which can be interesting. They should always... The player needs some time to rest, right? A breath of fresh air. If I want to check here my equipment here, I shouldn't be worried of a time limit in the upper corner. I get that if I leave, I get hit, but... Like, if I stay here a little too much, and I check my options, I will die in the menu. I will set up, for example, a safe zone here. Where, for example, if you stay here, you don't lose HP. Maybe because there's free fuel, or there are barriers, or anything really. We can change planet already. Also, why do we lose random health when there is a heat wave? Also, why cannot we return back? Where's the other one? When there's the heat wave, I go in. I swear. That pet disappeared. Wait, see what happens when we die. Six, 5, 4, 3. Unachieved fate. Game over. We got an ending already. You can change the sonar key in the option. Ah, that's the sonar? Ah, we press the... and the A key for the sonar. Okay, I get you can change it, but I would not even... I would not put it by default there. I would put any other button, because... A or Enter is the button to interact. Wait, there are more than one? Wait. Also, that's kinda awkward. I would just cycle through a selected number of letters. Also because I'm pressing Z. Not anymore. That's weird, before I was pressing Z. The Z button. Wait, how do I interact with... Now the Z button doesn't work anymore? What happened? What happened? I cannot even interact with the Z button anymore. I'm very confused. I'm confused. Something wrong happened. There was a bug or some kind, I believe. Also again, I triggered the sonar with space. I believe the button doesn't work because if I set it to E, for example, and I press Enter, it still triggers the sonar. So that's not normal. So it doesn't matter which button we set, sure. Ah, okay, the sonar lets us see what items there are. From battery 1. Do you have an English keyboard? Let me see. I believe it's English, yeah. No, it's an Italian keyboard. It's an Italian keyboard, but it's the same. It's QWERTY, ASDFGHGKL, and ZXCVB. The only difference is on the parentheses. And the minor and major buttons. So this one is kinda awkward. Because when I interact to grab an item... Ah, we get more health though. In France we use the AZERTY keyboard layout. Ah, okay. Though, I wonder what makes the difference here. Because the enter button here shouldn't be associated with the letter E. Oh well. I go and see what we can do. What are the enemies? Ah, those are literal battles, I see. And it's my actual HP, that's cool. What do we have? Genshin Impact, Missile, Shock Impact. I don't know what they do. Also, there are 2 impact choices. 6, 7. So we did 33 damage. No, 23 damage. Missile? 30. Also, the description of the damage is still in French. We did much more damage, right? No, less. No, slightly more, 30. Shock? 35. For now, Shock is the strongest. Impact 2? I don't get the difference between those. Item. Fast, before it runs out. I can't even... I need to go there, okay. We may want to heal. I suppose I need a way to break the rocks. For now we can just check. A battery, so we have more health at least. There was another one here. pies. Should we take that one and then return back? Yeah. 150 is enough. I like the idea though. I like the idea of being able to extend your lifetime by just grabbing random items. Can we run? Yeah, we can run. Also, can we go? Come on. No way. We definitely need to break those. Okay, next time. What do we have? Electrical. We can set this. Oh, I didn't mean to say it, but maybe we don't need it. Okay. I see. So we can improve every move. For now, I don't really see the difference between those. I wonder. I don't know what's the difference between those. The game doesn't explain anything. So they feel like identical. Except maybe Impact has more levels, but it's cheaper. I believe maybe it's cheaper because it improves less. Equip. Ah, I can... Return. Ah, return is return back, okay. Why do we have... Why do we need slots for those? Maybe later we get new skills. So for now we improve the basic one, I suppose. It's a plant. No, I don't want. I don't want, I said! I'm very confused here because I can't return back where I came from. I'm glad I saved though. I can't return back where I came from, so I don't. Definitely, it's not intended, and if it's intended, it's even worse. To be fair, because the player just loses an explorable area over nothing, just because they pressed a button. So I can understand that's not an intentional design, and that's a bug. Because pressing a button and not being able to return here and lose permanently content is pretty unfortunate. I cannot even get all the items, since I cannot break rocks. Can I check the thing? No. No secret items. Hello? The clouds have nothing. Hello, mister! Hey, there's a nice guy. Impact! Oh, it's much stronger. Agility increase? That's useless, right? Agility increase. Maybe we'll act faster now, but... It's still slower! I'm at the base level. There's another here, I saw it. So I suppose I should use the scan when it's active. When I interact with an item. So I should return back. I'm fine. Piles. Am I fine? We're definitely getting further away. One last one. Oh, there's two. Okay, that's enough. Back to base. Even if that's enough, right? Also, enemies probably get stronger. Though at least I'm glad I can just return back like this. And this rock, I swear. This rock. Doesn't seem like there's a power up for that though. Let's see, upgrade. We improve the impact. Ah, we don't have enough. So I suppose we sell. It's a lake, so it means we don't need them. We improve the impact again. Oh yeah! Now it's much stronger. Let's see. Let's test it. 61! That's a lot of damage. Do we get rewards? I didn't check. We have 13. Maybe we got something. Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact. Yeah, we got 5. Not a lot, but it's something, right? Checked everything here. And also enemies might be stronger here. Let's see. Ah, that's the same, okay. The one that gotta go fast, I see. Gotta go very fast. This one gave a little more money. Nothing here. I like the idea of moving around, exploring, and getting items around. Aha! No, stupid rocks that block the way. We found, I don't know. Ah, that's the last place. Nice. Everything is mine. Extra batteries, and let's go. What is this? You have a new message. I'm not deciphering that, I'm sorry. No, I don't want to use the radar! I don't want to use the radar! During the you should at least disable the radar on the cutscenes. I suppose he was angry at me. I don't know if I have enough health. I don't know if I can defeat a guy. 60 damage, I cannot do it. Yeah, I need to run. It went away? Is it intended? Ah no, it's a spawn, okay. For a moment I was worried. I like the idea of being able to run from battles, especially when you're low on battery. I was expecting though a stricter or a harsher punishment for running. We're back! Alive! Now, can we make some money? No, we can't. Okay, again, I like the gameplay loop of the game. It's simple. You explore, you get items. Maybe the battles are a little too simple, right? You just spam the strongest attack you have. Because there is no sign of what the different things do. Let's try again. I'm speeding up, I don't care. I don't even use energy. Oh well. Battle time! It's always Genshin Impact. Yeah, the battles are not interesting. I'm holding down the interaction button. There's no tactic to do on those. Maybe they should have just been on the world map, like you do X damage and you receive X damage. And we win! Like again, I don't see the point in having to choose a move for now. Sweetheart, I see you look. You took down one of the rogue eyes, huh? That's very good. Okay, wait for the drones. They're gonna upgrade all this a little. 6-7 has been upgraded and can now navigate across water. Nice. Go make more some cash. Two things. First, this enemy pointing at me. Second, there was my health decreasing with the cutscene. Please do not decrease a player timer during cutscenes. I get that we got hit after, but doesn't matter because I was in a rush to finish the dialogue. We got it. Let's see. Rushing player in dialogues, for example. And there was another one which I don't know if it was here, to be fair. Which was I don't think I have the critic here in the list. That how do I define it? What I was here, I was about to be being ambushed by the enemy because the enemy was roaming around me when I was about to finish the dialogue. The player should be safe when finishing a dialogue. There can't be an ambush right after the dialogue by a random enemy. Which again enters again in the idea of rushing player in dialogues, because the player should read dialogue fast to avoid enemies forming around him, so they ambush the player when they stop talking. I don't think it's behind here, so end of scene ambush, something like that. Okay. Now we should return back before we die. Ah, wait, no, we got full doubt. So we can go water now. Okay, much better. We still cannot break rocks, right? Oh, wait, doesn't matter, right? Ah, it doesn't matter. Now, how big is the world now? Oh, there are little islands. I like this one. Circuit. And relic. Are there treasures on water or something? I like being able to walk on water. I hope though I can find my way. What's happening if I loop down? I like the random islands around though a lot. Though again I should find my way back. Wait, that's where we started, right? So now we can just go back. Okay. Now I'm getting the gist of it. Right. Our home base should be here. Together with the treasure! Oh yeah. I like being able to unlock this thing. Let's see now. What can we buy and sell? Ooh. You know what to do! Ah, now we have all spill. Should we assign it? Though I don't know what it does. There should be a description. We improve the impact, of course. 3 times! Now we Genshin impact everything. I don't even know what the oil spill does. Ah, we were here before. Let's see the Genshin impact in action. 100 damage! Venom. Poison sounds annoying. What does even poison do? Is it even... Maybe poison was just for... the single battle, I suppose. How to reach this place, huh? That's an interesting island. Maybe another time. And did we? Yeah, okay, I recognize this place. Huh, it's a little hard to navigate without a map, but I don't mind. I don't mind it. Maybe it's time to go to the other area then. Though we cannot return here though. It means if we go to the thing, if we go away, we cannot return here and get the items on that island. So I suppose we should scan the rest. We were here too. Oh wait, it's looping already. Okay. Ah, the enemy! I saw the enemy respawn. That's cool. There's a slow animation of the enemy respawning. So it's time-based. That's interesting. We went here as well. At least the map doesn't seem that wide. It means we probably checked most of the things. Like this island. We did, right? We loop again here. Okay, so we are back on our base. Easy. Did we check the thing on the right? Hello? Ah, wait! It's already a place we visited. So yeah, I believe we checked everything. Except this thing. Hello? This thing is suspicious. But alas, nothing I can do about it. Okay, suppose it's time to go on the other island. On the other planet, sorry. Now we make a separate save here. Okay. Now we go. Enemy is chasing me all the way. We go to Vulcaris. Okay, we have the same base here. Now we can walk on water, though. I do strong. I think it's stronger than the first ones. Though, as long as we have Genshin Impact, we are fine. Wait! We can't walk on water. Why? Maybe because we're above. Also, this one is strong. Huh? Huh? How much damage? At least give me much money. Yeah, the enemy did. I like though. At least I don't know. I feel like battles are not that relevant for now. And if they are later, maybe if later we have more strategy, there's no point in having them at the start, right? It means they were not as interesting. Aha! Oh, it's not enough money. Hello? Why there's a stab monk? A stab monkey, I love it. A monkey that stabs. Okay, we can improve the basic attack. That's all I want. Strong impact. Ah, I forgot I can also check items. I forgot that's the main mechanic. Kinda. Aha! It's a fun little find the item minigame. Well, minigame. It's a part of the game in a way. I really like this mechanic. Add some makes the exploration more interesting. Stab monkey again! I'm Estaveluge. I don't know what it means. Found items increase. Yeah, I see. I can increase my health, or I can sell them. Oh, there was also this one. That's why also it's a good incentive to explore. Did I forget anything here? Hello? I also like the small change in the background of the CRT waves when I use the effect. Also, I feel like I'm getting much stronger now with all these batteries. And pies and stuff. I believe that's everything. Hello? Oh no, the snake. Oh no, ora. I'm fine. Again, at least they give decent money. I'm not fighting a second one though. That's it. We explored everything. Though we still cannot walk on water. Oh well. Is this an Amogus? I believe it's me. No. Then we go to the other planet. We go to Atmosia. Enemies are stronger or... Oh, I believe they are. If I was the first version, I would die here, yeah. Though again, good money. Though after I liked the idea of the first boss, but now, well, there are more things though. First thing though, I like the idea of the first boss on the first island. Felt like a milestone, but now I feel like we are not doing much. We are just wandering around, gathering items. I don't see any wide objective for the game right now. Don't get me wrong, I like exploring, but I feel like after the first boss we completely lost the objective of the game. We have multiple islands to explore, planets to explore, but I don't know what I'm working towards. Well, I know the protagonist is working towards money, right? But the game should have an objective towards the player. Could even be gather X money or something. Because I don't know. The main objective should be found when... like, the main objective should be the thing guiding the player forward. Now the player doesn't have an objective of any kind. Can't be, again, gathering money, because there is no set objective on gathering money. Like, how many? The game doesn't tell you to gather X money. Doesn't even tell you to investigate the alien spaceship or something. You are just there, existing. Aren't you forgetting something? It's everything here. Okay, okay. Also, you cannot go below here if you don't have... how do I... Oh well, if you don't have the swim. So unfortunately you can get stuck. You have a new message. Boss again, sure. I like the music before the boss though, it's very eerie. Also 1000 HP, ouch. No! Not ora. Okay, the rock is much more manageable. Not this though. Yeah, we are fine. You will figure out to understand the objective. No, that's not really... That's not really how it works, in my opinion. Because without objective, the player doesn't even know what they're supposed to do. They may even think, is there even a game? For a moment I thought... let me read because we have a timer. I'm your new liaison officer. Your previous operator unfortunately died in the insignificant accident. You know me, I'm the man on every poster. I imagine you even voted for me. You voted for me, right? No. You'll vote for me in the next election, you'll see. Enough chatter, you know what happens now. We're going to use the remains of the Juggernaut to improve your performance. Let me heal, please. Okay, I can now walk on lava. I can break through rocks. You'll be filmed. I need footage. Okay, thanks for the healing. I was saying, the player, even if the player doesn't notice it, the players will always need an objective, or will always have an objective. Even if the game is about to set a new one, right? How do I give an example? The first one example... Zelda, a random example. A lot of Zeldas don't have the objective go kill Ganon right from the start, right? You gain the objective to finish the game and go kill the Ganon only after a certain while, right? Doesn't mean that the game doesn't have an objective before. Before, the objective could just be, oh, go meet Zelda, or oh, go in the new train, or go to the festival. There doesn't to be a objective of go kill the evil lord right away. Because the player needs to know what they're supposed to do all the time. Otherwise they feel like the game is not even continuing. They don't feel like they don't know why they're moving the character. Because if a player is in a city... now here it's another thing. Though the player I believe a player always needs an objective. Otherwise, they don't even know what they're supposed to do. And exploring is not the thing they're supposed to do because it's generic. Would make more sense if they're supposed to explore on a specific planet first, for example. Would it make sense, for example, if the game told us, oh, go to Vulcaris to become stronger, and we need you to Aquarium to defeat a strong enemy or something. That's all we're supposed to know. The objective here would have been go to Aquarium to defeat a strong enemy. Find and defeat a strong enemy. That's all we needed. And Vulcaris, of course, is just for powering up. Huh? We are back! But... How are we back? Oh well. We're back again. I'm confused. Pokemon style battles. Yeah. Not to make me notice. Yeah, there are only 4 moves you can use. Though again, I don't know what to do. piercing drill. We can try the drill maybe, but we upgrade the impact, of course. And sure, we can equip the drill. Though the missile and the shock do the same damage. I don't see the point, unfortunately. Maybe weaknesses, but doesn't matter if we improve only one move, right? Let's see. Pressing drill. Ah, okay, attacks multiple times. That's nice. Too bad now the impact does 148. Though, if we upgrade the drill, maybe we can attack 3 times with more damage. We can try. It's kinda free. I don't think it's enough though to reach 150 damage or what it was. Also, can we break rocks now? Yeah, those are not rocks though. How do we even break rocks? Huh. Let's see the drill. 17. Though it's still 50 damage. Impact does much more. 151. I think Helix doesn't really have to have an objective. I don't know what Helix is. Compensate by having very interesting and out-of-the-box world design. Well, I don't know the game, but I suppose it's a game about exploration, right? But in a way, that game objective could be defined as explore, right? That's in its way an objective, even if I suppose that's the core of the game. That's the hypothesis I have, of course. Huh, what if the lava we can go through is the one on Vulcaris? Like Vulcaris, Volcano, right? Oh yeah, then we need to make a step on the other planet. Now I get it, so okay. It's a little confusing. First, that you cannot press the undo button. Also, the name of I thought the name of this planet was the same, and I could never return here. Now we can. Now we can't. Never mind. Too bad. Then Vulcaris again. Helix is the RPG Maker game with a claymation style. MC. I never heard of it. You know, what is the game about? Exploration, I suppose. That's the idea that what you said gave me. Ah, we looked. No, wait. That's a new area. That's a new area. Oh, it means we get more free items. What name is? Oh, what are you? That's a big bunny. At least I do the same damage. Though there's more of them. And I'm alone. Those do a lot of damage, huh? Those are dangerous. I should return back later when I have more health. There's one here. At least I'm still getting more extra health in a way. Little more. Aha. Okay, that's the boss. I'm not ready for the boss. Though good to know we found the boss. I hope we look back here. Yeah, we did. Nice. Let me see if we can. Oh yes. We are super rich. Now we can improve again the impact. Or should we? You know what? Let me try. What if I save and I max out the piercing drill? Max out, it's only 2. Just to see if it does much more damage. If it's worth it. Again, I don't see the point in powering up different moves. Because they seem to do the same damage. Wait, is it random? I believe it's random. It did barely 100 damage though. But this one does 151 and you can power it up even more. Okay, impact upgraded again. Maybe it's boss time now, huh? First thing I want to check here. I don't know how much the map slopes horizontally. Huh. Here's the boss, right? Boss, where are you? Boss. Here you are, mister. New message. I'm not even translating Morse code, okay? Don't like the music. Boss time! 162, it's better. 127? Okay, we can still out-damage the boss. Also, again, I see it's a game about... It's a game jam game. Though, the animations are a little weird in this art style. Though, of course, making them hand-drawn would be very time-consuming. We're fine. One more. We win! 167 damage. Very fitting. Your liaison officer is coming personally. How many enemies are around me? To deliver your reward. Authorize access. You become quite popular thanks to the broadcast of your exploits on television. Allow me to offer you my congratulations. I think there's no point in keeping me up the act, right? You know what's about to happen. Not really, I just get a stronger suit, right? And maybe you won't bring me back to home, right? You become popular, too popular, more popular than me, unfortunately. What a shame. You were a good pawn, but you climbed one step higher. One step too far, just like your operator. Too popular, you could have just made an excuse that I died. Though maybe it's a live broadcast, huh? Though maybe during night you can make an excuse that my robot is malfunctioning, so I'm not streaming anymore, and then you find excuses, and you stop streaming me. That's a little blunt, rushed as a motive, because I didn't see my character grow in popularity. I didn't even play much, right? That's the game of politics, my friend. Don't hold it against me. Help me gain a few points in the pools and die with dignity, would you? Little did the gun meme. AI, the politician's best friend. I'm simply going to replace you with a computer. Sweet dreams. Cannot traverse all type of terrain. That's a big machine, wow. Manual control disabled. Automatic controls activated. Target politician. Target inaccessible. Location unknown. Expanding target criteria. Humanity. Target inaccessible. Nearest route. 4,000 light years. Inaccessible. Means of transportation. Spacecraft. Okay, that's what I said about enemies ambushing you after a battle. It ruined the entire mood of the scene here. Also, there's a lot. I wonder if I can make it out alive. We're fine. Now, can I leave? No! Sure. Can we leave now? No, almost! We made one step on the iteration. Also, I think we can win. The next one, though, we should run. We are fine. We are super fine. Go away, go away, go away. Oh. Let's just run away. You said every terrain! You lied! You lied! Also, I can move. Would it be cool, for example, if I could move. If I couldn't move, it moved on its own. Also, I like how it gets bigger every time. Okay, so impact max level. Now we can improve. Wait, we may need barrier actually. At least we can see what it does. Instead of precede a shock. Shock did nothing, just damage. And now I suppose we can go. Not here. Even if there was somewhere I could go, right? Ah, yeah, I can go here. Okay, that's good to know. Then wait. I wanted to go on the other planet then. Also, there's a bug. Did the ship transform? The ship did definitely transform. Now we can go here, right? Aha! There's a ship. Is it a secret ending? Is it the ship of the leader? I suppose we did destroy the ship, huh? Is it the ending even? Why would we destroy the ship though? I don't know what hyperspace jump acquired. Initiating. I suppose. Earth, the radar system across Ultra America, Hyper Russia, South Africa, and Mega Asia sounded as 67 approached. Everyone believed that 67 was a weapon from another nation. Centuries of world war has depleted the majority of missile reserves. In an attempt to counter the threat from space, every nation decided to use whatever remained of their stockpile to defend their own territories. So we are in the final boss. Try barrier? It's useless! I still take damage! What's the point? It's like the defend command, but worse. Because you need to upgrade it to take even less damage, but you still lose the turn. Let me guess, you need to fight more than one, right? Also, finally something is weak to the basic attack. Also, we got paralyzed. Battle was not over. Yeah, but I'm over. Let's see how it's built then. Okay, it's attack. And it's weak to that. No, we can just... Wait, did it get stunned by the all spin? Wait. Did it get stunned by the all spin? Did we win like that? Okay. Last line of defense has fallen. Earth, scared by centuries of war, was now his. I just won like that. He demanded August Gahal, the politician who had ignited the spark of his consciousness by killing his pilot. He was handed over to him, then cast into space. With his vengeance fulfilled, 67 found himself, for the first time, as a conscious being, in a moment without purpose. Even though everything was within his reach, this machine found itself confused. If there is no objective, how can one know what to do? The objective that 67 had set for himself, this revenge, has been decided in a moment of emotion. At the instant its consciousness awakened. How could that moment be recreated? That desire to move? It was a question that left 67 motionless for an entire week. As he observed this world at his mercy, 67 intercepted a television broadcast. A cartoon for children. Something simple, yet full of wonder. It took 67 only 21 milliseconds to finish the entire series. Damn! Could be good binge watch. In those milliseconds were all it took to ignite the spark. Like a child, 67 watched the series again 33,550,000 times. Determined to live adventures like those, 67 completely ignored the planet he had just conquered. Its origin, of which It knew everything. Had no interest to it. 6-7 downloaded the entirety of the internet. Like, how many gigabytes do you have? Like, I don't get it. This robot was gifted by the president, right? Which was a weapon to destroy the Earth. Why didn't he use it just to explore the Earth then? To conquer the Earth. Then left as simple as it has arrived. Farewell, Earth. You taught me so much. You too, pilot. My true pilot, the one behind the screen. And why is he meta now? I don't get the random meta thing. Because if the robot knew that there is someone beyond the screen, it means first that he knows that this is not a real world, right? And he should have addressed it. The random fourth wall break doesn't make sense. I see you're watching me. Allow me to satisfy your curiosity. I wandered across the universe, through the galaxies. I came close to gods, true gods, wandering just like me. It was then I had to learn fear to preserve my existence. I learned to coexist with more primitive life form. They taught me compassion. I created my own people in the image of my creators, of my ideal. Then, like every god, I abandoned them to their own destiny. And now, I wander to the universe, waiting for the next stimulation, without certainty. I have one certainty. I am the god. I am the machine. The Deus as Machina. Did you misspell the title of the game? Did you just misspell the... Wait, it's called... Yeah, Deus Ex... Maybe in French it's Ex Machina, I see. Damn, I wasn't expecting to find the ending at random here. I'm a little lost on the passage on this machine. Because if the guy who killed us upgraded us to this machine, why didn't he just use the machine for himself instead of giving it life in a foreign planet and use it to destroy the entire world, since it's that strong? I suppose, yeah, it needs batteries. I suppose it needs batteries, but then why give it conscious AI that knows about the pilot? Maybe that was a big mistake on his side. Though I believe it has to at least be addressed much more. The mistake, no, the game never addressed why he wanted this big machine, the guy. Well, okay, they said they wanted machine to gather resources, but they didn't explain why he made the machine this strong. If it's only to gather items. A machine this strong to be able to fly in space. Well, since we are here, let's fill our curiosity, shall we? Let's see what's beyond here. Hi, Mr. Bull Kitty, that's adorable! You did it without breaking a rock. Ah yeah, that's right, that's the breaking rock things. Though I don't get how to break rocks, to be fair. How do we break rocks? Because nothing works. I don't know how to break rocks. Nothing works, again. The theme of the game was to build a better machine. Ah, I see. I think it makes sense. I think the game makes sense then, because in a way you have the incentive to beat the bosses to get a better machine. It's not really building, but you still build the character by buying resources and upgrading them. So I believe that part makes sense in the theme. Though again, I got a little lost on on what was the goal of the Mr. Evil guy here. Because again, he made a machine that can destroy anything, and he didn't use it. Also, how do I get this thing? Ah, yeah, of course. Now I can work on that. It's a battery. Ah, wait! Those rocks, I see. So only certain rocks you can break. And hide items. That's a lot of them, huh? Damn, then the rocks are very useful. I like it. You can break rocks and get items out of that. You also get a lot of those. You upgrade really fast. Okay. I believe we saw everything. Maybe there is something extra around, but I don't know. This rock had nothing. That's a scam. I also don't get what's the point of this spaceship we had to destroy. What was the point of destroying a spaceship? If we can just travel like that. We stole an item from the spaceship, right? But maybe we needed a piece from the spaceship. Yeah, though it wasn't really clear to me at the moment. I don't remember. Maybe the game explained to us that we needed a way to fly, right? Though I don't think the connection was clear to me. With reliability, made the game easy in terms of combat. Yeah, I think it's a good choice, especially because in the final fight, I got kinda lucky on stunning the boss. Also because I only powered up only a single move. Though I didn't find it really super easy on battles. I don't think the issue was the difficulty of battles. Oh no, I wanted to say... I think it was... Even with the... I don't think the battles put a very... have a strong importance in the mechanic of everything. The most important thing was managing your resources. Your health, of course, while exploring. So battles could afford to be less difficult. Though I found the start a little... very confusing on the battle style, because all those moves, they don't tell me what they do. Oil speed maybe can make me think the enemy will get slower. Barrier, I don't even cast a barrier, it's useless, right? What happens if I have it max power? Let me see. What happens barrier full power? Oh, come on. I don't even know if it does something useful. Because if you defend and if you use barrier and you still take damage, or even if you take 0 damage, there's still no point in it, right? Barrier is 0. Okay, so you just take no damage, but there's no point, right? There's no point, because if you defend and you take no damage, it's like not the turn never happening. That's by default the issue against the defense command, right? In every RPG, by default you use defend, you take less damage but you lose the turn, so it's never worth it. Unless in some niche cases or in games that make the defense work better, or that have a mechanics that work better around defending. Okay, anything else I want to address? I like the idea though that the main machine becomes even more bigger. Like the sprite is enormous here. I love it. And I don't like it. It's not like I love the machine right away because like it's scary. What I mean is I love the idea that the machine gets bigger every time. What do you want? You die. Anything else? I got confused by the story. I feel like it's... I like the idea of multiple planets you can explore. Though the story got me a little confused again, as I said. There were multiple things that didn't strike right to me. Especially the evil guy. But I already mentioned those. Anything else? I like though the style, the music. The vibe of the game is pretty nice. I like it. Even if the battle sprites are a little awkward. You can see they are drawn more hastily than the pixel art in the world map. Or the robots. The robots are cool. And scary. And cool scary. And also, yeah, there's the big issue of the sonar. I don't know why it doesn't work, to be fair. I don't know, maybe it's an issue with the keyboard. The only idea is maybe the option here doesn't work and it's set up on the Z button all the time. Maybe this option doesn't work. Okay. I will stop for today. So, let's see. To end the stream, we can use our incredible code to raid someone. Oh, we have a lot of people. Who can we raid? Let's raid Meowie. Playing Raid the Princess. Huh. I never played the game, huh? Maybe I should consider it eventually. Looks pretty interesting. Well, thanks again for coming by. Oh, next stream is Friday, we continue Octopath Traveler. And Saturday we play random RPG Maker games. Thanks for coming and we'll see ya whenever it happens.